A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Florida Gators and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, catching up with the Gators head coach pregame, he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Gators ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Razorbacks offense will have the football first. K.J. Jackson, more than 350 yards and a pair of scores in his last game.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Jackson will throw. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Guys, when you think about Arkansas, really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Jackson gonna throw it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Florida's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's been so much fun watching this offense, and a big part of why they're in college football playoff contention has been the passing attack, and this wide receiver specifically, and kudos to him because he had a lot of expectations on him and a lot of attention from opposing defenses. All season long, he keeps showing up, and he keeps making plays. Nobody has been able to... And there is no question in this game, if they're going to win, he's got to have a big game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Tells to run, wants to pass. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground. Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
Still looking. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Jackson will throw. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Takes the handoff, it's Clark. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. Makes a man miss. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, and they've got a little bit of space to operate, that's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not... Going on that return. The Razorback. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Straight ahead, it's Russell. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on third and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Fields the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. On the run, it's Clark. He's past the sticks. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. time, they'll throw it. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Sells to run, looking to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Jackson will throw.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll move the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Looks it in. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for the edge. Keeps it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with...
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's got him this time. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Defense all over it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Left side is Abrams. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Oh, pressure's coming. Caught. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. He didn't make it. He needed one, and he's going to lose one instead. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Hits inside. It's Russell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Right back to the well. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
And the Gators right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Play action on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Makes the grab on the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gators! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score. Well, he put that right where his guy was the only one that could catch it, didn't he?
Yeah, great accuracy, and this is one of those throws that the fade route, you can throw it anywhere on the field, anytime. QBs warm up with this route, for goodness sakes. They always know how to throw. It's one of the first routes you learn to throw as a quarterback.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Finds his man. It's Platt. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st down from the 11. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rushes on. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Quick give. It's Russell. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Jackson will throw. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line, it's Russell. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out.
Off and running! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Arkansas!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the back. He's past the 30. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Might as well give it to him again. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll run it. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he missed it. No good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, the Florida head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he has worried themselves and stay alive in college football playoff contention. They've got to be better at the line of scrimmage. He said our guys have to lock in, look each other in the eye, and make sure everyone understands their job here to start the third.
Appreciate that, Holly. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Jackson gonna throw it. Snags it over the middle. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Wants to throw one first. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Cuts it upfield. It's Russell. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 2nd and long here. Looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Lloyd. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Jackson will throw. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Sells to fake. Fires left. That's caught. It's Moses. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Throws it off the RPO. Fakes to grab it down immediately. He picks up a few. 3rd and long coming up. Just keeps slinging it. Under pressure. There's not enough on that one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Right side, it's Lloyd. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Fresh set of downs going up top. Between the hashes, it's Lloyd. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Lloyd. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Running inside, it's Russell. Breaks the tackle.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry up. Jackson gonna throw it. Left side is Platt. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Dangerous throw on that one.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll run him again. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. Secures it at the 30. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got the quick completion. Could not make his way to the corner. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Jackson will throw. That pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First play of this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boyd. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rush right in his face. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, what a caught! And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on... return to improve this field position. The run inside. It's Russell. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going with the counter play here. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. on the option. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Russell. Makes the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On the move. Quick step and go. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Jones wants to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Throws to the tight end. Out wide right, it's Jackson. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Had to force that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Look out! Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the... He'll take the deep shot. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Taken down right away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's third. He's going for the big play. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Long way to go on second down. Jackson will throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They're all over it. Going to try to get it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.